Welcome back. We are heading to the Yai Publishing House to, well, help Yaimiko deal with a very, very serious issue. They are being supplanted in the market of light novels. This can't stand. Man, she rushed here.
All right, Miko, we're here. So what's your plan of action to deal with this rival book?
Snuff it out. Burn it. Maybe make people fear the ritual?
Why don't you take a guess? I'll give you a hint. It's to do with the Yai Publishing House.
Are you gonna publish it yourself? Well, you don't have the rights to it, though, so probably not.
Oh, Paimon knows! Combine the reputation of the Yai Publishing House with the status of Guji Yai and tell everyone that the incantations in that book are dangerous!
I mean, that would be a blatant lie, apparently, but...
Oh, wow. Your first guess and you got it absolutely
wrong.
wrong.
Yep. I love her sarcasm.
Yeah! Wait! Seriously? That wasn't it?
Paimon, you're delayed. Yeah! That's great. And no.
A first-hand guide to summoning spirits is the hottest light novel right now. If we did as you suggested, we would effectively be advertising to everyone that the incantations are real.
Right. Yeah, that actually... People wouldn't care if it's dangerous. You'd sell... The more of them would sell.
In bending over backwards trying to warn everyone about the dangers, all we would accomplish is to create more curious readers ready to try them out. Also, sales for the book would only increase further.
Exactly. Super counterproductive.
Okay, yeah, that would be pretty catastrophic.
Further sales or rankings,
How
at
about
least.
we confiscate all the copies?
Do we have that authority, Paimon?
Leaving aside the issue of the enormous manpower and resources such an operation would require, going to such lengths over a light novel would be extremely disruptive to the lives of Inazumans.
Also, once again, I don't think we have the authority to just start seizing people's property, do we? I mean, we could probably get the Shogun to approve it. Or maybe one of the commissions.
But that means there's nothing we can do.
Paimon! Ye of little faith.
Well, I've been thinking.
Guji Eyes certainly has a plan. Let's see, what do I think her plan is? I'm actually not sure. She could try to publish something better. But, I mean, that's just normal business then. Buy up all the copies? No.
I've read a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. It has many other good qualities besides the incantations alone.
Oh?
The book contains many ancient kaiden, or tales of the supernatural, and is written in a very engaging way. That is why the book has become so popular.
I see, so it's not just for the incantation. Neat.
I think we're going to have a difficult time trying to rein in its popularity while it's the only work in its league on the market.
So what you need is an author to, write a competing story?
That's right.
But when...
How do you get rid of the next big thing?
Yeah.
You replace it with the next big thing.
I mean, she's right. Granted, it's easier said than done to, just come up with the next big thing. But, yeah. Have it, attached to the publishing house.
So what we're going to do is create Inazuma's newest hit novel.
Can it be a sequel to, what was that called? The person who gets reincarnated as the Raiden Shogun? That was a pretty good one.
Smash our rivals' sales numbers and win our readers back. That is how Yaimiko wages war.
I mean, once again, though, that's really just kind of standard business, though. There's nothing underhanded about it.
Incidentally, This will also be the best way to combat the influence of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits.
Wait, Miko. So you want us to write a novel?
I mean, I don't know if she wants us to write a novel, Paimon. She's probably not that crazy. I've never written a novel before.
Well, becoming an accomplished novelist certainly isn't an overnight process. But let's not forget that I am the chief editor of the Yae Publishing House. I have my ways.
Well, yeah, but it's got to be good. And I mean, regardless of your editing skills, no amount of editing is going to make a bad story, or a bad enough story at least, good. You sure we can't call it like Sing Cho or something? He's a good novelist.
I did say this is what we're going to do. I trust that the word teamwork is in your vocabulary.
Now it is.
Anyway, there is a writer submission event going on at the moment. Start by talking to readers and finding out what they're into. When you have an idea of what the current trends are, come back and see me. I'll be at Uyu Restaurant. Find me there when you're done. I will assemble a team, and we can work while we eat.
Fantastic. Excellent. I'm actually looking forward to writing a novel. I hope we can make it fun. I suppose we could get this guy, but, well, he's got that block. Oh, hello, you guys. Kyota, Osuke, and then Tetsuo.
I'll be honest, I read light novels for the cheap thrills.
Yeah, the cheap thrill. Just some light novels are kind of trash, but they're fun trash.
In most traditional stories, the protagonist usually has this long and drawn-out character arc, usually involving a process of separation, loss, and ultimately growth and renewed strength.
Yeah.
It reads well and everything. It's just a little slow-paced for me.
I mean, it sounds like you're describing basically part of the hero's journey here.
By contrast, there's this popular light novel at the moment called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, where the protagonist is super strong right from the get-go. That's what I mean by cheap thrills. Action-packed right from page one.
I see. So, you like the types of stories that have the OP protagonist. Fair enough.
The protagonist is a kitsune who has not only mastered the secret art of incantations, but also tea ceremony, painting, and calligraphy.
Because those are useful in an action shonen style OP novel. I guess it's to make the character interesting. Osuke, how about
The key
you?
to a successful light novel is having good illustrations.
Well, you know, I actually disagree, Osuke. I mean, illustrations are nice, but without them, a good light novel without pictures should just be a good novel, not a bad novel. So,
When to use illustrations, what they should contain, and which artists you should commission for them. These are all key things to bear in mind.
sure, I will agree that hopefully the illustrations are used well, but I still posit that a good light novel should just be a straight up good novel.
Good illustrations can make up for bad writing. But on the flip side, a bad illustration can ruin your novel, even if you have the best story in the world.
I think that's going way too far, Osuke.
There's a saying that light novels are essentially a case of buy art, get words free. I'd agree with that. Too
No.
bad most of the top artists have jam-packed schedules, so it's extremely difficult to commission them.
Couldn't disagree more. It's the opposite. You buy words and get art free. I'm sorry, I do not see eye to eye with you, Osuke.
The illustrations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits are incredible, but it's unlike any art style I've ever seen before.
Well, guess I'll have to, play to his tastes anyways. Damn it, I don't agree with you. Kyoto?
I've been reading light novels for a long time now. I'm mainly into big, ambitious fantasy works with an original core concept and good storytelling.
Okay. See, I like you more. You have a... You have good sense.
These days, though, everyone seems to be imitating each other. Most of the time, I can guess what the story is about just from the title.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't help that the title is extremely descriptive of the story rather than artistic.
The only recent book worth mentioning is A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. Not only is it a good story, but the descriptions are really true to life. So much so that I'm almost wondering if maybe the author really has met all those yokai before.
I don't know, maybe. I guess we don't really know who the author is right now, but... Okay.
There's much more to light novels than Paimon realized.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go tell our findings to Yai Miko.
I mean, there's much more to novels. And that is fundamentally what a light novel is, Paimon. Okay. Here we are. Uyu Restaurant.
There you are. Let me introduce the team.
Oh, you got an artist. Hopefully you have someone who can work on our, the actual writing. I mean, at best, I'll be an ideas lady here.
You've already met Junkichi and Shigeru.
Wait, oh, you did get the writer with the writer block. And then the publisher.
Shigeru is an experienced editor, and Junkichi is the author
editor.
he's partnered with. Junkichi's working through a creative lull at the moment, but all his past works have been very popular with young people. He's developed a distinct and enduringly popular style.
Good, good. It's, yeah, as long as we have a actually good writer on our hands, we'll be fine. You said it. I'll give you ideas. Maybe I can help you through that writer's block.
Satomi is Yai Publishing House's ace in the hole. Her specialty is that she can write all kinds of completely different stories and all under different pen names.
Oh,
As for what those names are, well, that's a trade secret.
why does she do different pen names? I assume she has a reason.
They will be teaming up with us to collectively create the novel that knocks A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits off its perch. So, feeling better about my plan now?
I mean, once again, we can certainly set out to knock it off its perch, but actually coming up, with the next big thing is still easier said than done. Because it's very hard to predict what will become popular and, what will actually grab people's attentions.
It definitely makes sense.
Makes sense. I just think it'll be more difficult than you're making it out to be.
Now then, tell me what you found out about readers' preferences.
Mostly disappointing, honestly. Tell Yae Miko the reader's thoughts.
All very true. An original core concept, a fast pace, quality illustrations, and lots of action.
So you're an artist?
This is the formula that will guarantee good sales numbers.
If not, we could have Paimon do it, I guess. That'd be unique.
More importantly than that, even though it's a work of fiction, we have to deliver a sense of realism.
Right.
Paimon followed pretty much all of that, but there's still one question. What are we actually gonna write about?
Yeah, I mean, we wanted it to be in the same genre, right? So it's got to have some supernatural elements, or actually, I guess in this world they're just natural elements. But something to do with yokai and spirits and stuff.
For example, we know we need an original core concept, but how do we come up with one?
Paimon, hear me out here. This one's all about spirits and yokai, right? Well, what if we adapt some of our adventures specifically regarding Miss Hu Tao. She can be the protagonist. Yeah, she's overpowered from the start, like that one guy wants. I mean, she is, in fact, a goddess, of course, of death. And, she meets all kinds of crazy spirits and gods and deities. She even has one working for her. Yeah. Just have to change names around, maybe exaggerate a few things, add some action, and voila.
Before you can answer that question, you have to understand your target audience.
Mm-hmm.
Take a first-hand guide to summoning spirits, for example. When I read it, all I find is common knowledge to the kitsune. But to
Oh.
the general public, it's bursting with new and interesting ideas. It all comes down to the size of the information gap between author and reader.
All right, I think the Hu Tao idea would work well then. Because most people aren't going to know anything about funeral parlors or exorcising the dead or guiding them to the afterlife.
As a traveler, there must be a great many things you know that are complete unknowns to the people of Inazuma. What is commonplace to you may be fresh and original to them.
Yeah.
Oh, right! So maybe we can take inspiration from our time in Mondstadt and Lilith.
That's what I'm saying, Paimon.
But that would make it a completely different genre than a first-hand guide to summoning spirits.
No, see.
Is that gonna be a problem?
It's a first-hand guide to putting away spirits.
Not at all. You don't have to worry so much about how to compete with that book. All you have to do is provide some interesting ideas based on your travel experiences.
Yeah.
As long as the core content is interesting, my expert team here will be able to flesh out the details.
Good. Because once again, I'm not a writer. I'm a traveler.
All right, let's start with chapter 1 then. What are you thinking?
That's not really how writing works, Paimon. You don't just... Well, I guess you can. But I think it would be better to have at least an outline of the story first. What the story's gonna be. Reincarnated in another world. Encounters with airborne emergency rations. I like that one a lot. The Work-shy Bard. Venti's good and all, but doesn't even come close to competing with the first one. And then the Dragon and the Grand Adventure. The Dragon, I guess that's talking about Dvalin. Now we're definitely going with Reincarnated in Another World. Encounters with airborne emergency rations.
No one would ever go for that.
Paimon.
No matter how you tried to play it.
I don't think you know what you're talking about, Paimon.
Out of a maximum of 10 points, I'd give that a 9.
See, Paimon? Thank you, Yaimiko, for having some taste. Unlike a certain floating emergency ration.
Is there really flying emergency food in other worlds? How does it taste? And how do you cook it?
As she stares at Paimon, yes.
It's a strong opening, an easy way to grab the reader's attention. Never underestimate the appeal of culinary-oriented subject matter. Food, after all, is a topic that everyone is interested in.
This food also talks. Has a crown and wears clothes. Looks just like Paimon.
Hey!
Paimon.
Good job, little one. You're not only drawing on your own experiences, but it seems you're filtering them through the lens of the kinds of light novels you've read in the past. I
Damn
think you really
straight.
understand what we're trying to do here.
Thank you. At least one of us does. Paimon.
Thoughts from the experts? Are we able to work with this general framework to make an interesting story?
Yeah, we think it works. I tend to overcomplicate the core concept if I'm not careful, so this deals with that problem.
Excellent.
That's good. Okay, we're done with chapter 1. Let's move on to chapter 2.
Well, no, they haven't written chapter 1 yet. Who are you? You're not a part of the team.
Huh? Won't that do
No, Paimon. A good story should be thinking, when you're writing a chapter, you should be thinking ahead as well, because you should, layer clues and foreshadowing and a whole bunch of other stuff into it.
Readers will devour your content a lot more quickly than you'd think. If we don't keep delivering the goods now we've caught their attention, all our hard work so far is in vain.
Yeah, exactly.
Hurry, Chapter 2, let's go. Can't you see that Satomi is waiting?
Sorry, Satomi. She's excited.
What's wrong with you? You don't look so good.
I can't think of any more stories. My mind's gone blank. No. Traveler, I have plenty of ideas. Which means you do too.
What a pity. I thought your beginner's luck would carry you a little further before it came to this. But alas, the time has come prematurely.
We don't gotta turn to Paimon.
Before it came to what? What's happened?
The bane of our existence. Writer's block.
Yeah.
It's your arch nemesis for life, appearing without warning and inflicting a pain worse than death upon the writer. They sell their souls just to get their muse back.
I mean, yeah, that one writer over there, Jinkichi, whatever his name was. He was planning on actually effectively selling his soul to get his muse back.
Sounds awful.
When this happens, the best thing you can do is have a bite to eat and take a proper break.
Right. And then, well, that and also just, practically without thinking, just start writing. Anything. I've heard that can help overcome a writer's block.
Boss, get me a plate of fried tofu.
No.
And get some kushikatsu for these two. Just the basic kind will do.
Give me some takoyaki or something, please. Not fried
Don't
tofu.
worry, this is my treat.
Well, thank you.
Your treat? Oh, wait a minute. Miko, we'll be getting paid for all the hard work we're doing, right?
Of course, everyone that takes part in the creative process will be paid.
Oh, good. Are we getting royalties or...
Alright, cool. Then let's press on, shall we? Don't give up now. For the sake of our paycheck, get your brain going!
All right, Paimon, all right. Paycheck. Speaking of Mora. Yep, into Liyue.
Ooh, does this mean your inspirations come back?
Let's see, what do we got? Took a trip to Liyue. Tour guide turned out to be Rexalapis. Not bad. Rock and roll girl. I turned into a Geovishap hatchling. Ooh. I like that. That's a good one. That makes for a fun story.
The protagonist awakes to find themselves turned into a Geovishap hatchling, surrounded by countless adventurers.
Yes. So we're going more reincarnated as a slime style now.
But then, the protagonist suddenly discovers that they have a special ability. Keep rolling to keep evolving!
Okay, that actually sounds kind of fun. Dumb as all hell, but damn it, it's fun.
So the protagonist rolled and rolled and rolled, hoping to evolve into the strongest Geo creature ever.
Before they knew it, they had turned into Rex Lapis himself.
So, the protagonist is no longer a human, huh? Good luck retconning that after Chapter 1.
Paimon, it's easy.
I give it a 9.5.
See? Paimon? Ye of little faith?
Monster evolution is an increasingly common theme these days.
It is. It's
What
a
started
fun
out as
one.
a rather niche genre has gradually worked its way into the mainstream.
I mean, it's all of these are extremely oversaturated, but the cream of the crop is fun.
And I wouldn't worry about the continuity issue. All we have to do is explain at the beginning of the work that the protagonist can travel between different worlds, or just explain it away as a dream.
Yeah. Which the traveler can. And I want to turn into a Geovishap hatchling.
Ugh, no integrity whatsoever.
Paimon, this is fantasy.
The most important thing is that it's fun.
Yeah.
In light novels, as in life, having fun is the most important thing. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, listen to Yae Miko.
You do kinda have a point.
She's a smart kitsune.
Great. Well, now Satomi can get started on that.
Leave it to me, Lady Yae.
Third chapter.
Let's write about Inazuma in the third chapter, shall we?
Hell yeah.
I can help with this one. We can use the Vision Hunt Decree or your experience in the Resistance. Any ideas?
Let's see. Stuff this. Come on. Let's get rid of this Vision Hunt Decree. Farewell, Literature Hunt Decree. Starting as a Resistance soldier. I like Farewell Literature Hunt Decree.
The strict principal Raiden of the Inazuma Academy decided
Yes.
to confiscate all light novels.
I hope we sell this or let A read this one. Is turning this into a school, yes.
With the help of Lady Kitsune, the protagonist defeats Principal Raiden in an exam before the throne, forcing the principal to abolish the Literature Hunt Decree.
Oh my god, yes.
Are we absolutely sure we can publish this?
See? Nod, yeah. I think it should be fine. We're good friends with A, and, well, what's the worst that's gonna happen? She'll have a stern talking to with Lady Kitsune herself.
We can and we will. I think it's great.
Thank you. See, Paimon, at least someone appreciates my genius.
One thing, though. We'll need to rewrite the part about me giving you the Omamori.
Sure.
Let's change it to... The mysterious Lady Kitsune teaches the protagonist a spell that can make their wishes come true. The protagonist uses this spell to defeat the Raiden Shogun in battle. That should do the trick.
Ooh, we should include details of this quote-unquote spell. That'll help it compete more directly with the spirit summoning,
Whoa.
even though it's fake.
So we're really going head-to-head with our rival on this one, huh?
Yes, we are. Man, this is gonna be the most disjointed, but just batshit fun novel, I think, in a while. This is like JoJo's levels of bizarre.
I suppose so. Once they're done writing the manuscript, I'll write the passage where the protagonist recites the incantation myself.
Is it gonna be a real incantation, or?
Are we done then? Do you really think this will be able to beat a first-hand guide to summoning spirits?
Well, we'll have to read the finished product.
The content is fine. Now we just need to promote it.
They're not done writing yet, are they? I don't trust work that's been written in less than an afternoon.
I will contact an artist to make some illustrations. I'm positive they will be at least as good as those in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. We'll also need an endorsement on a paper band around the book. I can get the wonderful Ms. Hina to write that.
But isn't that the foxy-looking lady that we saw in the cutout?
She runs a regular Q&A column in That's Life magazine. The people of Inazuma absolutely adore her.
I think it was.
You're free to take a break while the creative team is
We're
doing
gonna meet
their
her?
work, but please go by the Yae Publishing House at some point to commission Ms. Hina for that recommendation. Once our light novel is complete, let's meet at the writer's submission event.
Of course, of course. Oh yeah, let's talk to Yae.
Let me think. What spell does Lady Kitsune teach to the protagonist? Ah, I've got it.
I think she's gonna put a real spell in there.
I've got to make sure it sounds suitably mysterious.
Oh, I'm sure it will. Make sure it's also, narratively cohesive. Makes sense. Satomi?
Add a little foreshadowing here. Call back to the first chapter there.
Excellent.
Call back via contrast, that is. Plot twist here, obviously. Now, where's the best to explore the central theme?
You're a good writer, I think, Satomi.
Wow, she seems really in the zone. Let's not disturb her.
Where's the others? Ah, there they are.
Don't worry. This story has a very clear narrative structure. Junkichi will definitely be able to work his magic on the writing front.
Good, good.
Oh, yeah! How did it go with that incantation from a first-hand guide to summoning spirits?
Yeah, I kind of
Did
wondered.
you manage to make a wish in the end?
Nope. On the first day, Junkichi couldn't memorize the incantation because it was too
Yeah.
long. On the second day, he didn't wake up in time, and midnight came and went. Oh, then, on the third day,
Rip Junkichi.
Mr. Shikiru, I thought we agreed not to speak of this.
No, no, what happened on the third day? Damn it. Oh, alright. I guess it's everybody. Who are you, Okazaki, Erica?
Welcome to
Erica.
Uyu Restaurant.
Are you
Please
from,
talk to me if you want to order.
like, Mondstadt or something? Have a seat and let me know if you want anything. How did you meet the owner? You're asking about us? Well, that's a tough question. What, are you married to the owner or something? It's a long story with a side of karma, that's for sure. When I was still young, I was ordered to monitor an important figure at the Tenryo Commission. Somehow... Oh, forget it. I can only thank the Archons that this person eventually retired. And we could finally get married after that. Thank the Archons indeed. Oh, good for you. Alright. Oh yeah. Rikuto, Okazaki Rikuto is probably the owner that she was talking about. Alright, EI Publishing House. You got Miss Hina for us? Tell Kuroda about the
Miss
situation.
Hina doesn't usually do endorsements.
Yeah, but...
since it's Lady Guji that's asking,
Exactly.
we'll see what we can do.
Say, I think if Lady Gucci is asking, the answer is yes, ma'am.
With Miss Hina getting so popular lately, a lot of people have come to us hoping to do a collaboration. But Miss Hina's not interested in any of it. She still prefers to focus all her efforts on replying to readers' letters.
Isn't
and
that
turns
nice?
down every promotional opportunity she can.
Damn,
Maybe that's why her fans like her so much.
maybe.
I'm getting off topic here. Anyway, if we can get that endorsement from Miss Hina, you'll definitely get an exposure boost at the beginning.
Can I meet Miss Hina?
May your light novel sell well and set a new record for the Yai Publishing House.
I hope so too. It's a really fun novel, I think. But I really want to meet Miss Hina.
We'll do our best.
I want to see if she looks anything like her cutout.
Shogun must have her reasons.
Alright, is the novel ready to be submitted? Nakano Shino? Ah, good.
Are
Man,
you
that
sure
was
you'd like to submit
fast.
this entry? Let me see. The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler by Thousand Hands.
That's not a bad, blanking on the word I'm looking for. A bad pen name for the, all of us who contributed.
What a strange pen name. Definitely your doing. Having been around you so much recently, Paimon's slowly starting to understand your unique tastes.
I mean, hey, she's a connoisseur of light novels, Paimon. My unique tastes are for floating lavender melons.
What do you mean, strange? It took a lot of work by a lot of different people to get this thing finished. Don't you think it's a very descriptive pen name?
Yeah, I agree.
We'll get this printed as a matter of priority and conduct trial sales in pilot locations throughout Inazuma.
Excellent.
I'll announce the sales numbers in 3 days.
Do we run this writer's submission contest or event? Yai, Lady Guji.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting a little nervous now. Do you really think this is gonna work?
Yeah. We had a top-notch team.
That's right. Be confident in your work. That's exactly how a light novelist should be.
And trust me, Paimon, this was a We had good concepts for this story.
Okay, then I'll sign you up. Please come back in 3 days for the results.
Will do.
Thank you all for your submission. I wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you, Nakano. All right. I guess we'll wait. All right. Here we are.
Ah, you've all finally made it.
Yes, so what's the good news?
Good news, everyone. I just received word that your light novel is flying off the shelves.
Hell yeah.
Multiple sales locations are asking when we'll be printing more copies.
Wonderful news. See, Paimon, you doubter you.
Woohoo! That's great!
Yeah.
This level of success is an amazing accomplishment for a new work. Most new books don't sell 30% of what you've sold.
Fantastic.
I have free copies for each of you here. Please take them.
Thank
The
you.
payment will follow shortly, and I'll notify you to come and collect it when the time comes.
This is all great, but what? Are we... You asking if we've outsold, spirit summoning?
Oh yeah! The whole reason why we made this light novel was to combat the influence of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. We sold a lot of copies, but it doesn't feel like we accomplished our goal. How do we know whether it worked?
Well, I mean, that's not a... takes time. And, I mean, and naturally, the other story will eventually fall out of... it'll be supplanted. But...
Oh, don't worry. The change is already underway.
Right.
Shh. Listen to what the people around us are talking about. The conversation has already moved on, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Hey guys, have you heard about this latest Kaidan thing doing the rounds? You just need to recite the incantation from A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits at Midnight, and your wish will come true! Oh, that? That's a throwback. That's old news, man.
Yeah, there it is.
No one's talking about that anymore. The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune is the new hit thing. I've already memorized all the incantations.
Nice.
The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune? What's that?
Poor Kazumichi. He's just behind the curve, behind the time.
You haven't read it yet? Okay, so supposedly, if you recite the spell in there on a moonless night, you'll receive protection of the Kitsune and all the other powerful yokai. They can make any of your wishes come true.
Nice. Is that true, though? Yeah, Miko.
I heard that the incantations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits have weird side effects. This one guy wished for a load of Mora and got it, but then one night it all turned to leaves and he developed a high fever.
Wait. Was it a Tanuki that did it? Can they turn objects? Or I forget if they can shapeshift only themselves or objects too with the leaves. I think it may be everything. Yeah. Because they're pranksters.
They actually had to use one of the secret spells of Lady Kitsune to get rid of the discomfort.
Oh, did it work?
That proves that the incantations in this book are more potent than the ones everyone was trying before. Pretty much everyone I know is desperate to try it out. Just waiting for a moonless night.
What do you think about the part where you become a Geovishap hatchling and roll all the way to Inazuma? Kind of wonder how they transition from there to the school setting. Are these just 3 separate stories within the same novel, or?
Really? Well, I better go and prepare too.
Well, feeling less worried now?
Excellent work. Yeah, Miko.
Wow, you're right! Everyone's shifting focus! But what's this moonless night that they're talking about?
Presumably they're talking about a new moon.
Paimon doesn't remember that detail from the brainstorming session.
This is something that will become very important to us further down the line. All right, it's time to move on to the next phase of the plan.
Oh? This kid's excited about the next phase. What is the next phase?
There's a phase 2?
Yeah. I guess she wants to crush the competition.
Of course. Behind every book that hits the market lies an author, right?
Oh. You want to find the author of the spirit summoning.
Oh yeah, if we leave him to his own devices, he might just write another guide to summoning spirits.
So what? We break his novel writing hands, or
Also, we still need to figure out what his motive for writing it was.
to write a novel and sell it, presumably to make Mora.
Exactly. That's what we need to take care of next. Fortunately, I've already managed to identify the author. He's a failed light novelist named Tomoyuki.
Well, I don't think you can really call him failed anymore.
But when we went to ask him about it, he had no recollection whatsoever of having written the book.
Do you think he was, well, he used the incantation that is in the book and summoned by or possessed by a writer? Wait, so does this mean...
Yes, this is another case of possession. Only this time, whoever possessed him actively sought him out.
Ah.
After his novel submission failed, he was walking aimlessly in Araumi. In frustration, he shouted out, "Please, someone, anyone, help me write a truly amazing novel." After that, he lost consciousness.
I see, so he really was a bad novelist, but... well, summoned a very good ghostwriter. Brings a new meaning to the word ghostwriter, I guess.
But the spirit that wrote the book has already left him now, right? So what are we supposed to do?
Simple. It wrote a summoning incantation in the book, didn't it?
It did.
So we can just use its own method to make it manifest itself.
Do we get to pick what spirit we get?
And you, my little friend, are the perfect candidate for this role.
Talking to you, Paimon. This sounds very dubious.
Oh, what are you talking about? The fun's just about to begin.
Fun for you. Are you sure we can't make it Paimon? Nakano.
Wow. I never expected this submission event would uncover such talented authors.
Yeah. I mean, were any of the other submissions any good?
To make sure you can all deliver your best work, we should fix an issue date for the next volume now.
Oh, wait. Next volume. Are we, oh my god, did we got... That's right, I got reincarnated as an Oni Kabuto and flipped the world upside down. That's not the one we're looking for, though. The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler. Oh, Paimon's on the cover. By blending many styles together, the seemingly thin book transports you into a great many tales. I can only imagine that its author must also be a very interesting person. I happen to know someone like that. In fact, something that lends this book a very familiar touch. Miss Hina. Oh, there's our endorsement. Very nice. All right, down on the beach. Right over here. Yeah. Oh, we're going inside.
Miko, what is this place?
Cave? Old mine, maybe?
The ideal spot for a little meet and greet with a certain elusive author. This is the place where we are most likely to succeed in summoning the spirit.
Any particular reason?
Really? But it feels so eerie here.
Well, I think that would be a good thing for summoning a spirit Paimon.
That seems rather fitting, considering that we are dealing with the spirits of the deceased here.
Exactly.
What are you so afraid of, honestly? We're finally about to meet the true author of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. Aren't you excited?
I'm a little excited, yeah.
Paimon's heart is pounding, but Paimon's pretty sure it's not because of excitement.
Come on, in we go.
Come on, Paimon, don't be a scaredy food.
Hey, wait up! Ooh,
Aw.
Paimon's scared. Stay close by, okay? Don't leave Paimon all alone.
Well, you know, you can always pop out of existence for a little bit, hide in my pocket or whatever it is you do. And you don't have to see all those scary things. Summoning site chosen by Miko. Word on the street is that that this is the summoning site with the highest rate of success. I guess it doesn't really matter. Element-wise, we'll get Miko as a trial character, anyways. This place is definitely run down.
What a weird painting.
Huh.
Miko, do you know what it's supposed to show?
Those are what, Torii
Probably a
gates?
scene from ancient Inazuma.
It's a good piece of artwork and all, but it's also kinda eerie. So it's a bit scary. Looks like the artist signed their name. Rakusai? It's not very clear.
I mean, you don't think the artist is the writer, do you?
Let's go inside and take a look.
Of course. Alright. No chests. No.
It's my lucky
Hey there.
day.
Right here. Emerge.
By royal
Here comes the catch. Busted.
That was discombobulating.
Excellent. Not dropping anything?
Wow, this place is huge. Hey, is that a mirror? There's
Oh.
a really weird-looking stool as well. Wonder what
Yeah.
it's for.
Ah, I
See,
see. Huh. This setup is quite handy. Saves me a lot of work. All right, go and take a look around. There should be a mechanism somewhere that makes the whole room move.
I think the whole point of the mirror is to, you know, not see the ghost's reflection in it. What is this? Treasure hoarders, what are you doing in here? Silly treasure hoarders. It's a lot of artwork. I heard you. Hey there, buddies.
wings of darkness.
Stabilize and ready.
Right now. Right here.
Keep
Things are about to get dicey.
you win. Get out.
Excellent.
This.
Anything else in this room besides the switch? No. Are we back in the original room? Or no? I see. What about that? Yeah.
Let's get down to business.
I suck.
A sight to behold.
Pressure.
Anyone else want some of my fists of fury? No? Here's the mirror room. Very good. Bring that one down. Yeah, I think 4 corners. There's one more. sit in that seat. Go any further up? No, okay. Actually, hold that thought. I'm wondering if there's any, Wait, were we already in this room? Okay, never mind. So if there are any chests down here, but... Hey, buddy.
By royal Gotcha.
Fall before me! Stabilize!
Come on out. Right now.
It's over! You win!
Excellent. But not what we're looking for. Oh, hey there.
Midnight Ventana.
Show them. Right here. Emerge.
They all die? Oh no, yeah, there he is. Huh. Oh, it stopped? What was that about? Weird. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Fair enough. And hello, chess. There we go. Finally found you. Excellent. All right. Oh, we have to activate them. And here we go.
Whoa. It's that painting we just saw. It's turning this way along with the whole wall.
Yeah, it's just standard haunted house stuff, Paimon. And now we look at the mirror.
It's getting eerier and scarier. What is this place?
A haunted house.
Okay. Next, I will show you a secret kitsune spell. This painting is a swift summoning medium, which
Oh.
means I'll be able to skip many of the more tedious steps.
Excellent.
The murky mirror reflects the view of Inazuma in a bygone age. Spirits stirred by the sight of the past will be easily drawn to it.
Including this writer.
You're up next, little one. Come on, sit yourself down here.
You know, with Paimon right next to me, calling me little one is always very confusing. Surely you're not planning to... Hold on, are we...
Yes. The whole point of a summoning ritual is for a dead person's spirit to possess a living person's body.
You sure we can't make a Paimon?
You saw what happened to that Oni samurai spirit. After leaving the host's body, he was only able to maintain his form for a very short time before disappearing.
So you just want to have a conversation? I don't know if I'm comfortable having my body possessed. They won't have access to, like, my memories and stuff, will they?
Are we positive that summoning a spirit to possess the traveler isn't gonna have any lasting negative consequences?
Thank you for your concern, Paimon.
Oh, you really care about the little one quite a lot, don't you? I'm a little jealous. I wish my friends were caring like that.
Rip A. Catching strays like that. Yeah, the littler one. It does care for us. And we care for her.
Anyway, are you scared, little friend? Don't you worry now. It'll be over soon. Just think of it like having a dream.
And what do I need to do exactly besides sit there?
Sit on the chair, stare at the painting, and relax your body and mind.
Okay.
Try and be natural. There's really no need to be nervous.
Fair enough. Wait, I don't have to do it in the mirror? Oh, okay.
It's like she's sitting inside the painting.
Yeah, kinda.
Huh? Is Paimon seeing things? Did the painting just move?
I didn't see anything. Yet. Oh, yeah, that's moving.
Recite the incantation in your heart, little one. Also, you'll need to have some intense thoughts going through your head. A wish, for example.
I mean, there's the obvious wish of I want to see my brother.
Now, what kind of wish do we think it would take to summon forth the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits? Anyone?
Well...
Probably something to do with writing?
one would think.
Very good. The wish needs to be heartfelt, though, so let me help add a little realism to the equation.
Let me become the greatest writer ever.
The book is selling exceptionally well, Traveler, but we're going to need an outline for Chapter 4 as soon as humanly possible. When is the earliest that you can turn it in by?
Damn, please, someone, anyone.
The painting is moving again! What the?
That was evil. Yeah, Miko. Threatening me with deadlines. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Man, the Traveler was successfully possessed. That voice coming out of her.
I never thought the day would come when I'd be summoned using my own ritual. Getting a taste of my own medicine.
Yeah?
What have we here? Another budding writer? What's come over you all? Why is everyone wishing for help with their writing? Are novels so popular in this day and age?
I mean, they are, but...
We got you! So you are the one who wrote A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits!
What do we actually want to do with this spirit, yeah, Miko? What was the... You never actually told us what the goal was besides summoning them.
What are you trying to do, Why'd you put that summoning incantation in the book, huh? What's your game here?
I think their game was to write a good novel, but...
Huh? What's this?
It's just floating food.
Oh, I see. No wonder this felt so familiar. I've walked right into your trap, haven't I?
Well, yeah, Miko's trap.
You ask me what my game is here? Well, of course. It was to use this incantation as a means for all the souls of the departed yokai to make their glorious return to the world and plunge all of Inazuma into a brutal, bloody war.
Damn. I mean... Dude, it seems like that's not really where this was going, though. I mean... the kinds of wishes people were making and the kinds of spirits that were summoned. It's not like they were engaged in conflict. The souls of the departed yokai would, you know, leave eventually.
What? Paimon knew it! You had an evil plan all along!
Well, either that or they're just giving us a good story.
Oh, did you now? Then how naive of you to let me possess this body so easily. I sense, yes, great power within her.
Damn straight. Thank you, strange spirit.
Good. Good! With this power, no one shall be able to stand in my way.
Well, don't get ahead of yourself. There's at least one being who can stand in your way. Whether there's more than that one being, harder to say.
Wake up! Quick! Wake up! We gotta stop him!
Though we do know that the Traveler is at least scared of the Raiden Shogun, so, you know. Clearly, at least the gods of this world are, the Archons are powerful enough to, well, you know, intimidate her. Which means they've got to be at least of similar levels of power.
It is futile. You shall never wake her again. This body now belongs to me!
No, it doesn't.
Hey! Come on, wake up! Don't let him take your mind!
You have until, you know, my body's exhausted.
Miko! Think of something! Miko! Miko!
She cracking up. Is the ghost lying? Or are you just laughing at the foolhardy plan? Yeah, it is a writer after all. He's just messing with you.
You're laughing?
Yeah.
Oh, Rakusai, you haven't changed a bit.
You know him.
You caught on so quickly. Too perfect.
That's fantastic. You would know him. Yeah, you're ancient.
Well, you made the face enough times that I couldn't exactly miss the hint. This is what you were going for, yes? Never one to stand on the sidelines of a good spectacle, are you?
Oh, man.
Always got to dive in and fan the flames, huh? You mischievous little kitsune, you.
I like Urakusai.
Look what you've done to this little flying one here. Oh, poor thing scared witless.
Yeah, Paimon's a scaredy cat, though.
You were having plenty of fun playing the bad guy a moment ago. Now you're trying to blame it all on me?
Urakusai? Miko, you guys know each other?
Of course. I mean, Urakusai knew all these incantations, and, you know, Miko's really, really old. I suppose it's not that surprising.
Yes, we do. Of course we do.
Allow me to formally introduce the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, Urakusai.
So you know who it was who was behind it the whole time, then?
No, wait. To be more accurate, it's Urakusai's memory.
Yeah, reminds me of how you guys described the spirits we've seen before. That they were more memories than actual spirits. Though in Leo, they were just straight up spirits, so.
Memory? But isn't he a spirit?
Ah, spirits, memories. They're just different words to describe the same thing. Something that comes from the ley lines.
Oh, fair enough.
Do you remember that recent incident when the Rift Hounds were gnawing at the sacred Sakura's roots?
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about.
You witnessed human memories leaking from the ley lines, didn't you? Well, since there are human memories, of course there are going to be yokai memories too.
Right.
In life, yokai possess supernatural powers, and even when they are a shadow of their former selves from a bygone era, they still have the ability to control whether they are visible or not. Typically, yokai memories survive longer in the world than those of humans.
I mean, I suppose that makes sense.
Indeed, indeed. I was wandering around the sacred Sakura's roots when I suddenly heard someone yelling, "Please, someone, anyone, help me write a truly amazing novel."
Oh, yeah, I get the sense you really were very similar to, yeah, Miko in personality.
It piqued my curiosity, so I popped inside his body and wrote a novel for him.
So that's how it happened. But why did you include a summoning incantation in the novel?
For the fun. For the lols.
Oh, little one. Not to toot my own horn here, but when I was alive, I wasn't just another kitsune, no.
Oh, you were a
I
kitsune.
was a mighty and powerful daiyoko. The memories of other yokai can't possess human bodies at will like I can.
I actually don't know what a daiyoko is.
But with this incantation, they can go one last little joyride in the world for a couple of days. Anything they're still itching to do, they can go and get it done.
Right, which is, you know, Miko is saying there really is no danger. Yeah. And Chion probably knew immediately who had put it out into the world.
But...
She's trying to say that all the commotion this causes is likely to be a great disturbance to the humans.
It's a little bit of a disturbance. It's not that bad, though.
Disturbance? I guess you mean that we might leave them with some broken dreams after we leave, hmm? Oh, yes. And they might have a fever or whatever.
Yeah, pretty much just that.
But you know, I actually think that the most admirable thing about human beings is the way that they go out and shape their fate with their own two hands.
Yeah.
Given that they're not born blessed with the same powers that we enjoy.
Right. Unless you're
As
a
for those
traveler.
who would rather draw on external power than seek to improve themselves, it's quite right that they learn their lesson eventually.
Which, you know, yeah. You, at least one lesson was learned.
So when you think about it, we're actually doing the humans a big favor. Miko, you agree, don't you?
Yes, that's what I thought too.
Which is why she was in no hurry to change things.
Alright then. You finally convinced Paimon. You guys were right.
Well done.
What are you scared of, little one? Don't be deceived by her day-to-day antics. Miko is actually one of the most powerful yokai out there.
Yeah. I mean, the only ones who were probably more powerful would have been maybe Hanachi Sato back in the day. Maybe. Back when Miko was still young. Or presumably young.
Not only that, Irakusai, but my latest work has beaten that book you wrote, A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, to become the most popular in Inazuma.
And this was something we just sort of shat out in an afternoon, too.
Of course. You were never one to make extra work for yourself where you can help it. And yet you went to all these lengths to find my painting room, and even took the trouble to summon me. I knew you must have some ulterior motive.
Of course. I mean, though, she could just be wanting to have said hi to an old friend.
You were always the one to pick a quarrel with me when we all used to gather around and share stories. All right. You win, I lose. Happy now?
Just want you to admit it.
I finally get to hear you say it centuries later. Ooh, I must say it feels good.
I love Miko's pettiness so much.
I remember when you were just a little girl, always hanging off my shoulders.
Oh, wow.
A few hundred years later, and you're all grown up.
Has it only been a few hundred years? I mean, you might be well, actually, you wouldn't have been aware of A, shutting herself off, but you'd be happy to know she's doing really well now.
Oh, Urakusai, how much time do you have left?
Not much. That goes for all of us, actually. We've all got to go back where we came from in the end.
The ley lines?
Everyone's quite content in many ways, but they still can't help but ask, are we ever going to have another hiyaku?
Hiyaku. Not familiar with that either.
Don't you worry about that, Urakusai. Arrangements are being made.
Oh?
When my bell rings, it means the moonless night is upon us.
Oh, that's what you meant. The moonless night. Yeah.
Great. Wonderful. Fantastic. Miko, it's been nice catching up, but I'd better conserve my energy if I want to stick it out until then. So, I'll be on my way now.
Oh, good luck to you, Urasai. Hope you meet Miko again in this hiyaku, whatchamacallit.
All right. Goodbye then, Urasai.
One last thing, Miko. I just want to know, have you been well all these years?
Aw, I think she's done okay.
I've been great, of course. Every day is a happy one.
She keeps herself content with the light novels and, well, toying with people, running her shrine, hopefully hanging out with A these days.
Especially these days. Not only do I have my light novels, but I've also met these two delightfully nosy outlanders.
Delightfully nosy. Hear that, Paimon?
And even A is finally starting to come to her senses. Quite a miracle, given how pig-headed she can be.
Yeah, it really is. And she takes a long time to make decisions, too.
Oh, well, great. That's fantastic.
Urasai, you'd be right at home in this era.
Too bad that can't happen, right?
A great storyteller and artist like yourself would be the Yae Publishing House's ace in the hole. And I would personally be hounding you over your next installment.
Did you not sense the great power within the Traveler, or were you just making that up?
He disappeared. Are you awake? How are you feeling?
Feeling good, refreshed.
Are you all there? Here, like last time, repeat after me.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, you beat me to it. Looks like your brain is intact. So, your first possession, What was it like?
Weird. Remember everything pretty clearly. Just couldn't get in on the conversation myself.
Good. Saves me from having to explain everything again.
That would be really weird. Sort of watching through your own eyes, but unable to control anything.
Hearing Rakusai admit defeat has put me in the most wonderful mood. In return, it's only fair that we make sure to deliver on what they're all hoping for.
You mean the Moonless Night? They want to do hiyaku?
Yes, though they only represent a tiny proportion of the memories in the ley lines, it will still be quite a sight to behold when the time comes.
Yeah, but what is it?
Since you've come this far, why don't you do one last thing for me, I'll need your help with the ritual.
Sure. Why not?
You cannot be serious, Miko. After all that, you still have more errands for us?
I mean, hey.
You guys teamed up to scare Paimon just now. If you think Paimon's gonna do anything you ask for, think again!
Oh, Paimon, though. You were so easily scared. If we, let that get in our way, we would never get anything done.
Aw, come on. I'm really only asking you to finish what you started. Besides, your paychecks are still in my hands.
Ooh. Shoot. Yeah, see Paimon? She's got us where she wants us.
Paimon's paycheck?
And she instantly. My paycheck?
Well, there's no way out now. We're in too deep.
I mean, we could give up our paychecks. I know, stupid idea. Nice. All right, back to the Narukami Shrine of the Grand Variety. So what is this ritual?
Well, hello there, my little helpers. So nice of you to join me. You're right on time, too.
Of course, of course. The traveler is always punctual.
As if we had a choice. We just want our paychecks.
I want to see the ritual, too. Whatever this hiyaku is.
So, Miko, what exactly do we have to do to make this hiyaku happen?
I was adding a syllable there.
Also, to be clear, we actually have no idea what it even means.
Thank you. Yeah, I had no clue. whatsoever.
It might sound ominous, but to put it simply, the hiyaku is just a gathering of the yokai.
Oh. Well, that's not too bad.
Back in the day at yokai gatherings, once everyone had had plenty to drink, one by one they'd start soaring into the sky with their yokai powers.
Oh?
There were so many of them that their silhouettes would block out the moon.
Wow. Moonless night.
But now, the yokai memories that leak from the ley lines are weak. They are no longer able to fly.
So we need to do something to strengthen them, or...
So I will be performing a convocation ritual for them, gathering all the wandering memories together in one place.
Okay.
When the time comes, they will gather in the sky above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Once their energy is spent, they will be satisfied and return to where they belong.
Neat. Well, that's cool.
All the preparations for the ritual have actually been made well in advance. Remember the incantation and the mention of Moonless Night that I added to our novel?
You're gonna get everyone possessed by yokai.
Oh, yeah! Something about reciting the secret spells of Lady Kitsune on a moonless night.
That's the one. Actually, it's not a wish-granting incantation at all. It's a spell to help calm the ley line memories.
Oh. So not possession.
When that time comes, let's all pitch in and help send them on their way.
Okay. What do you need?
I will start the ritual preparations shortly, and at that time, I need you to do two things.
Okay.
First, tell the shrine maidens to leave the mountain.
Fair enough.
During the hiyaku, a whole swarm of yokai memories will be hanging around in the air above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Having the shrine maidens leave avoids the bothersome issue of someone potentially getting possessed.
Right. So, because if they're present, that just like, what's his name? They can't just straight up possess you if they're here.
After that, I will commence the ritual, and the memories will begin to congregate. This will take some time. I need you at the foot of Mount Yogo during this part to keep an eye on nearby monster activity.
Okay.
The memories are normally dispersed and don't pose a threat, but when their energy is concentrated, it is likely to disturb the monsters. They may see this as an opportunity to try and make it up the mountain. I need you to fend them off so that that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Consider it done.
All right, got it. Then what?
Well, if at that point you felt like coming to the shrine and getting a close-up view of the yokai, I wouldn't say no.
Well, that is very considerate, because, yeah, I don't want to miss the sight.
Okay, let's get going.
Excellent. Tell the shrine maidens to leave the shrine temporarily. Hello there, Maki. We need you to leave.
Descend the mountain?
Yeah,
Are those Lady Gucci's orders?
they are. She's, well, she was right over there. You can ask her.
Yep, Miko said the ritual she's gonna perform soon might pose a physical danger to you all.
Well, they might get possessed, but supposedly that's not actually dangerous.
I see. I'll evacuate everyone right away. What about you?
Well, we're gonna go and, like, defend the base of the mountain.
We'll be taking care of a couple other things for her. And once we're done with that, we're gonna come back and do the ritual together.
Yeah, because we want to make sure she's safe too. Because we want to see the yoke. No, we'll make sure the Lady Gucci is safe.
It seems like Lady Gucci places great trust in you.
Yes, she does. And me, not Paimon.
Lady Gucci's never allowed anyone else to be in her presence when she's conducted rituals like this in the past.
Really? Huh. Well, that is a great honor, isn't it?
Thank you for helping with the ritual, and good luck.
Thank you.
Don't worry, we're much stronger than we look.
Paimon, what is this we? Though, I actually wouldn't be surprised if she is much stronger than she lets on. But,
Miko's about to start the ritual. Come on, let's go deal with the monsters down the mountain.
she certainly doesn't help us with our combat for all that great power she has. Paimon. Okay. Straight down. Hope he didn't just die. As night falls, monsters congregate.
Monsters look really riled up.
I don't know. They look like they're having fun. Look, the hillagers are just dancing. We really gonna go hurt them? Let's get rid of them for Miko. We can't let them up the mountain.
Yep. Let's get rid of them as fast as we can. Then we can get back in time to see the yokai.
I do want to see the yokai. Sorry, hillagers.
All right, here they come.
Oz reveal. Game's up. Fun's over. Busted.
Yeah, no going up the mountain. Anyone else? Anyone else? Oh yeah. You guys aren't monsters, you're people.
I will have order.
Shadow Raven.
Here comes the catch.
There's so many of them. Come on, you can do it.
Come on, there we go.
The monsters.
Excellent.
How far along do you think the ritual is?
Well,
Head back to the Grand Narukami Shrine and take a look.
clearly with all that light, the moon is still present. I don't think those samurai and Ronin would take kindly to being called monsters, Paimon. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's really cool.
Wow, so many. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes, the memories of the yokai. They haven't been able to relax and soar through the air like this for a long time.
Enjoying themselves.
Come with me.
They gonna cover the moon?
You all right, little one? You look a little nervous.
Nah.
It's just, Paimon's never seen anything like this
Oh,
before.
Paimon is the little one.
Oh, they've really blocked out the moon.
Come on, show. Oh, not yet. There you go. A moonless
It
night.
does look a little intimidating, doesn't it? But
Yeah?
I know them. They may be loud and brash at times, but they are good and brave souls. Even after losing their lives in a brutal war, they have never given in to grief or despair.
Oh, that's good.
Alas, their time is short.
Yeah, Miko's ritual. Oh, man. Don't interrupt.
Do they really have to go?
Yeah,
It's a feast, and all feasts come to an end.
exactly.
Since you're sorry to see them leave, why don't you do the recital along with me?
Sure.
O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment, in reverence I perform this rite.
In reverence, I perform this rite.
To be a guiding light.
Let them flow back into the ley lines.
Wow, so beautiful. Look, lights are coming from Inazuma City.
Yeah, they're performing the rite too.
The book says, recite the secret spells of Lady Kitsune tonight, and our wishes will come true.
Oh man,
Oh, Hakushin,
what a sight.
cause of this enchantment.
I perform this rite to be a guiding light. Your unrivaled power will be honored eternally.
That would be quite the sight.
Urakusai, you asked if I was doing well.
Yeah.
Really, every day is a happy day for me.
Aw.
But watching you all leave now, I can't help but feel a little lonely. Just a little, of course.
Of course. Damn. Oh, Miko.
Just as I thought. The ritual went very smoothly. Thank you both.
At least you still have A. I guess you two are... Well, I think there's other yokai we've seen. Like all the cats. But, I guess the Tanuki are technically yokai, maybe. But, yeah, you two are, I suppose, the last of that old guard. Miko, are you alright?
Oh, I'm great.
That's good.
But the look on your face just now.
I mean, she's just said goodbye to a bunch of friends. From a bygone era. You know, it's okay to be a little sad.
I'm fine, seriously. Really,
Miko.
No. Honestly, you two.
No brave faces.
Miko.
Aw.
Fine. Well, if you're dead set on doing something for me, you can treat me to a meal.
Hell yeah. When and where?
Sure, no problem. A meal it is.
A meal? It's a deal.
Okay. Well, see you soon then.
See ya, Miko. Let's go. Banquet of Parting. Appointed time the following day. Yeah, that ritual could be terrifying if you don't know what's going on. But she did a good job making sure people weren't scared and took part. All right, evening the following day.
The venue is Uyu Restaurant.
All right.
Let's go.
Hell yeah. Let's see. Miko?
Oh, the wait is unbearable. How is the next chapter of the miraculous adventures of the traveler not released yet?
Oh, I'm so sorry. We're working on it, don't worry.
It was quite a surprise when the moonless night finally came.
Yeah, that huge black cloud over Mount Yogo that night.
You
It
guys...
just seemed to form out of nowhere.
I feel like I'm a little worried about these people, actually. They seem to have a trouble separating fiction from reality. You do know that future chapters are not going to actually happen, right? Also, you know, I haven't actually been to Sumeru yet. Not really. So, I don't think we can have a chapter 4 yet. Sorry.
But then nothing happened after I made a wish using the method in that book.
Oh, something happened, all right.
Yeah. I guess light novels are just fiction after all, huh?
Exactly. Good lesson to learn.
That night was definitely the nail in the coffin for the incantations from novels fad. Still, something tells me the miraculous adventures of the traveler will remain an interesting series for a long time to come.
Yes, it will.
Huh? Paimon can't see Miko anywhere.
Oh, she's probably in the restaurant, Paimon.
Guess she's not out here. Maybe she went inside already. Let's head in and look for her.
There you go. Yeah, of course she... Miko, we are here.
Ah, my little friends. There you are.
Good to see you again. You doing all right?
Miko, what is this? You started eating without us?
Unforgivable in Paimon's eyes.
I did, yes. You're paying after all.
Oof. Are we able to afford this?
The thought of being able to eat the most expensive dishes and drink the finest sake, all for absolutely free? Oh, I just couldn't wait
How
any
much
longer.
can you eat, Miko? And drink? Please. Be kind.
Ah, boss, see these two faces here? Remember them. They're the ones picking up the bill later.
Oh, you... Child. Pick up, please. I need your help.
Alrighty.
I promise I'll babysit your little brother.
What's gotten into you? Come on, sit yourselves down.
Oh, Miko. Oh, Miko.
You have to try this fish. It's found exclusively in the waters around Seirai Island. They shipped it to
Oh.
Inazuma overnight, and it was still alive right up until I ordered it.
Oh, wow. Oh, hey, is that some nigiri over there? How expensive is it, Miko? I'm sure it's delicious. Maybe even electrifying. If it was by Seirai Island.
Or maybe you'd rather try this? I know. I normally can't bring myself to drink sake this expensive either.
Why? Because it's so expensive, or just because it doesn't taste as good?
If you don't drink alcohol, that's fine too. There are all kinds of fruit juices covering the whole price spectrum.
We gotta pick the most expensive one.
Miko, you are outrageous.
Paimon, now you know. So, imagine I am in your spot, and you are in Miko's spot. That is our everyday.
Last time we were here working on the novel, all you ordered for us was the plainest kushikatsu.
Strange. I remember no such thing.
Kushikatsu and fried tofu. That was it.
Oh, so what? You did offer to treat me to a meal, didn't you?
Yeah, but...
Anyway, I am something of a VIP, you know. Wouldn't you find it embarrassing to treat me anything short of lavishly?
Oh, Miko. Maybe we should call up A and... I don't know what for. I feel like having her here would cause you to be a little more, reserved. Maybe. Or maybe you just get more mischievous.
Miko, this meal is going to be super expensive. Aren't you afraid we won't be able to afford it?
No, I don't think she's worried about that at all.
Oh, don't you worry about that. You can most definitely afford it.
Oh.
They're still printing your light novel by the batch, you know. You have quite the generous payment due.
And this is gonna eat up all of it, isn't it?
What? Darn it! She tricked us into this! Miko was after our Mora from the very beginning!
She was a mischievous little kitsune. We've been taken for a ride. Shouldn't have let our guards down.
Oh, the looks on your faces right now. Too perfect.
You are a little devil, Miko. I love you.
Oh, by the way, since nobody's wishes came true on the moonless night, novels with incantations are no longer in vogue.
Good. Put a stop to that whole nonsense.
So you'll have to come up with something new for the next chapter of The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler.
I can see it now. Something in a land of green. Or maybe sand.
The deadline is looming. I'm counting on you.
Well, you're gonna have to give me like a year for more adventures, I think. Miko. Ah.
Thank you for the meal. I thoroughly enjoyed myself today.
I swear, if you don't eat every single bite of that, I'm going to be livid.
Oh, did I mention? A saw that convocation ritual we performed over the Grand Narukami Shrine.
And how did she feel? How's she doing?
I know she can be pig-headed, but it still took me by surprise when she wrote me a long and sternly worded letter about it, chastising me for taking this whole thing much too far.
I mean, I don't know, I think you did a good job.
Oh, I hardly see what all the fuss is about. Everyone seemed perfectly happy to me.
I don't know, I think what you did with the whole light novel and getting people to take part in the ritual helped prevent a panic, you know? When the sky starts swirling with the spirits of dead yokai, blocking out the moon, I think that'd be terrifying if they weren't expecting it. And, you know, associating it with a good thing. Boss, have mercy on me. That's all I ask. A discount for such a large order for such a lady of importance. Please? Please?